Let's see if they sign up this week.
Welcome, America, to Quiz Night Live with the Syracuse Trivia Company. I am Brian, your host, and I'm going to be walking you through this game. We're glad to have you with us today. We've got about 31 questions for you to ponder and prizes.
Approximately.
Did I get it right on the head? Exactly 31?
Yeah.
I thought only about, but I'm being told by my producers. Exactly 31. And we got prizes to give out for it. We don't have prizes for the most points because that would encourage cheating. But we do have prizes just for playing. We got a $25 gift card we're giving out. If you would like to join in the game, more so than just watching, you can get your answers evaluated by professionals over here in the Syracuse Trivia Studios. You do that by going to quiznight.live. That's right here. Right here. See that down there? It's not a clickable link. You're looking at a YouTube channel. Nothing on this screen is clickable. Well, I should say nothing in this video is clickable, except for the subscribe button and maybe the like button down at the bottom. But anyhow, you'll go to quiznight.live. One person from your team, we'll call that person the scribe. That person will sign you up. They will be the only team member who has to write anything down, and they're going to submit your answers for you under rounds 1, 2, 3, the wager question, and the final question. All right, and we'll walk through them. There will be 10 questions per round, and the points get more valuable as we go. 10 points per question in round 1, 20 points per question in round 2, 30 points per question in round 3, and you can all wager up to 200 points for that final question. As I mentioned, no prizes for having the most points. This is a pride and fun game only, all right? So don't look things up. That's our one rule. Don't look things up. It sucks the fun out of it. That's why. It's not like, you're going to win anything. You're just going to not have as much fun. So don't look things up. What else do we need to know? Let's see. If you enjoy this kind of entertainment, we do this for a living. And we are not really sponsored so much as we just live off of your donation. The generosity of the people who are getting the services we are providing. So if you like this and you got a few bucks and you say, yeah, you know what? These guys, not so bad. Help us out here. We've got up here on the right, it's my right, your left. There is information for how to make donations. We accept Venmo, PayPal, and credit cards, and we prefer them in that order because if you donate via Venmo, you'll notice that down here in that corner is a blue board, and if you want to get your message on that blue board, send us a message with your Venmo payment, and if it is higher than the current leader, we will slap it up there. We do reserve the right to make some what do we call it? I don't want to say censoring, but edits. That's the word. We reserve the right to make edits. So if you're being profane or obnoxious or whatnot, it might not make it up there. We will not refund you though, because we live off of this. Anyhow, so we've got the blue board.
No refunds.
There's no refunds for obnoxious messages. That's just how it is.
Stuff, that's the place.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's how the blue board works. If you donate via PayPal or credit card, we're not going to be able to see those messages and get them up. So Venmo's the way to go. That's how it works. Just make sure everyone on your team can see this broadcast. It's a good idea to share your screen if you're using something like Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet. What are the other video conferencing technologies that are?
Did you say Zoom? Clubhouse.
Clubhouse?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the Disney's Zoom version.
Oh, there's an Omegle.
Omegle?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Chat roulette.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things out there. I'm starting to regret what I'm saying on camera here.
You mean not Omegle?
But anyhow, let's get started with the game here. Make sure that your scribe is on the quiznight.live round 1 tab. If you have any questions, the chat on the right-hand side or the bottom of this video is the way to contact us. We're monitoring that in real time. Remember that everything that happens here happened 30 seconds before you see it. So there's a little bit of a lag in the video, but the chat is pretty much instantaneous for us. All right, let's get started with round one. Question number one. In 1 week, the NASA rover Perseverance is scheduled to land in the Jezero crater of what planet? Make sure your scribe is on the round one tab of quiznight.live.
How does it rate against?
So I was just told by Mike, who's running behind the scenes back here, that he learned this when he was at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. That's where he was last week. That's why it was the Brian and Dale show. But now it's the Brian, Dale, and Mike show. Anyhow, let's move on to question number two. What film starred Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, Christian Bale, and Ryan Gosling? Wow, all in one film? Must have been a good one.
Yeah. All male review.
I think there were some women in it. I hope that you appreciate the music this week more than you appreciated it last week, because I don't think anyone appreciated it last week. That was
I didn't.
that was my DJing skills, using royalty-free music, because we need these hours of viewing to count towards our 4,000 hours that we need to embed this. So that's what's the story with the music. Dale is squeezing his head in annoyance.
You didn't really explain anything, but let's go on. Question three.
Question three. What term is used in theater for a person who is a substitute performer for a particular role? We just calculated that every minute that we waste here is actually not wasted, because it counts as 2 hours. Question number four. What is Vladimir Putin's current title within the Russian government? Can anyone beat Dale in the chat tonight in terms of messages? Probably not, because you're on slow mode and Dale is on full warp speed. Oh, I've been told slow mode might be still on. Question number five. What children's song recently overtook Despacito as the most watched video on YouTube? And I was shocked to learn that this is current. And actually, I questioned it a little bit, but I did not look into it. Let's do question number 6. What not new word that sometimes means the quality of being impartial or fair was Merriam-Webster's 2018 word o' the year? This is a very hard question, I thought. This is,
Yeah, but we give the definition of it a little bit.
yeah, a lot of things fit there.
Fed the children.
Steven was commenting about how the plants are looking nice, and I appreciate that. I've been really trying to hack these very easy to grow plants need, and I think
Found out it was donations.
they live off of Venmo, and it's been working out. All right, let's do question number 7. In 1996, chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov played a match against a supercomputer built by IBM named what? Gotta name your supercomputers. What's a supercomputer that's just no name? On that question, I didn't write these questions tonight. I looked at them and I said, these are hard questions. And I think you'll agree, because I thought they were hard. Let's move on to question number 8. What does the R stand for in MRI when referring to the medical imaging technique?
I think people know this stuff.
I think people know some of it. I do. But I think it's more challenging than most round ones.
People say
All right, guys, cat's out of the bag. It is not slow chat. It is turbo chat. We got turbo boosters and jet engine chat going on, so enjoy it while it lasts. Question number 9. Fill in the blank. Modern aircraft with electronic pilot control systems that eliminate the need for mechanical controls in the cockpit are known as fly-by blank. Everyone knows this.
Watch me breaking, you'll swear. You're falling into me, touch me, I swear. You'll do anything.
All right, and it is 8:14, and we're doing the last question of the round, which is it a picture question? I feel like it is. Picture question. Let's hear it. Let's see it. What board game is this board for? What is it? It's a board game. Do you know it? Have you played it?
But don't you try to call me
Don't tell us about it in the chat.
There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it. I swear, you're falling into me. Touch me. I swear, you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make it. I wanna make it sweat on me.
Okay, everybody, those were our round one questions. Just do a double check if you're the team scribe to make sure you're on the round one tab. If you are feeling confident and you want to hit submit, this is the time to do so. If you're like, oh, I need to see a question again, good news, you are in luck. We're about to repeat all of those questions in written form, scrolling on the screen in front of you. You'll have 2.5 minutes to hit submit. So here they are again.
Wanna make it sweat on me.
'" You guys got less than a minute to get your answers in. "30 seconds to get your answers in. You got 10 seconds to get your answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Worst gong ever. We don't have a gong here anymore, and it's like a rotating thing. Anyhow, answers should be submitted. We're going to be furiously tapping away and looking at all of your wonderful and terrible answers over the next couple minutes here. On the screen, we're going to show you a bunch of the locations that you can play out in the wild currently. And if you got a few moments and a few dollars and you're like, oh, it'd be nice to support these guys. I haven't done my nice thing yet this week, and it's already Friday. And you're like, you know what? Also, I want my message. I want to say something to everyone on the blue board. We're resetting the leaderboard. It's at $6.
I'm not resetting it. It's at $6.
Oh, Dale's not resetting it. So $6 is it. If you can beat $6, you'll get your message up on the blue board. We'll be right back with your answers and the next round.
Too hungry to eat out, too dressed up to stay in. I guess I'll call and ask around, see if someone's in for the win. And we all got different highs, and no one likes to wait. No patience. It's a death dance. We ain't got nothing to lose. Staring up is what we do. And me and mine, we take what we want. We are the colors. And the middle way's no way. We are the highway. We are the highway. And we ain't got nothing to lose. Too cool to be bad, too awesome to be cruel. Fast cars don't appeal to us. We run things, don't talk it through. And every day is a victory when we don't have to wait. And no patience. It's a death dance. We ain't got nothing to lose. Staring up is what we do. And me and mine, we take what we want. We are the colors. And the middle way's no way. We are the highway. We are the highway. We ain't got nothing to city lights match our eyes. Smoky rays make way. Double trouble in paradise. And patience. It's a death dance. We ain't got nothing to lose. Staring up is what we do. Me and mine, we take what we want. We are the colors.
Hey, everybody. We're back with the answers to round number 1. Question number 1. In 1 week, the NASA rover Perseverance is scheduled to land in the Jezero crater of what planet? The correct answer, Mars. And 97% of teams got that correct. Not even our easiest question of the round, though. Question number 2. What film starred Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, Christian Bale, and Ryan Gosling? The correct answer is The Big Short. A lot of big names in that one. 74% of teams knew that, or at least guessed it. Question number 3. What term is used in theater for a person who is a substitute performer for a particular role? The correct answer is the understudy, and 100% of teams got that right. And that wasn't even the only easiest question this round. It
I
was
wrote that.
Dale wrote that. Thank you, Dale.
Could have done that last week, but I didn't.
Yeah, last week he's like, I'm not giving anything that everyone knows. But this week he relented. Question number 4. What is Vladimir Putin's current title within the Russian government? The correct answer is President. El Presidente. 87% of teams got that. Question number 5. What children's song recently overtook Despacito as the most watched video on YouTube? The correct answer is Baby Shark. The Baby Shark dance, and I was a little surprised by that because I feel like both of these came out 3 years ago. It's funny that it took that long to overtake it, but it, that's the magic of children's songs. 94% of teams managed to still get that. All right, and here's our real sock in the gut question so far. What not new word that sometimes means the quality of being impartial or fair was Merriam-Webster's 2018 Word of the Year? 23% of teams knew or guessed that it was justice. Justice. They're like, yeah, Word of the Year, justice, 2018. And then 2019 and 20 came along, and no longer. Yeah. What?
Dale wrote that.
Dale wrote that. Yes, Dale wrote the easiest and hardest question so far.
I'm a bookender.
That sweet spot eludes him, but he can hit the easy ones and the hard ones.
Be in the sweet spot.
In 1996, chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov played a match against a supercomputer built by IBM named what? The correct answer is Deep Blue. Deep Blue, 43% of teams knew that. I was up between Deep Blue or Watson. I was saying. Yeah, 1% of teams said something inappropriate for a family game show, Dale. A lot of people thought Big Blue, which is weird. Not because it was wrong, but because like a lot of people thought the same wrong answer.
Rainbow, Big Blue was that thing that moved the shipping containers.
Reading Rainbow? Yeah. Oh, wow. That is an extraordinarily deep cut that probably only Dale remembers.
I remember some things. And it's Reading Rainbow.
All right. Question number, what are we on? 7. The next question was, what does the R stand for in MRI when referring to the medical imaging technique? The correct answer is resonance, magnetic resonance imaging. Another 100%er. Yeah, 100% of teams got that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was 92% of teams. What's up, 8%? Not knowing resonance. Gosh, had to ruin the 100%. Fill in the blank. Modern aircraft with electronic pilot control systems that eliminate the need for mechanical controls in the cockpit are known as fly by blank. The correct answer is wire. Wire, and 62% of teams managed to get that. And the final question of the round, 100% of teams knew that was the game of life. So the scores are posted. You can see how your team is doing as well as all the other teams. But we've got more trivia questions to get to you right now, to your eyes and ears. So make sure your scribe is on the round 2 tab of quiznight.live. And here's question number 1. Which of these is the name of the public transportation system in Atlanta, Georgia? Is it the MARTA, SEPTA, BART, or DART? All right, that was kind of a little more time than you probably needed for question number 1. Let's do question 2. What rapper's stage name could you spell with the abbreviations of the atomic symbols for sodium and sulfur? Spelling, periodic tables, multiple things, rappers. Man, so many levels.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. 'Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave, trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could do it.
Guys, you don't know this, but Dale did something right, and we can't tell you about it yet. But here is the next question, number 3. Preterite is synonymous with which tense of a verb? Is it the past, present, or future? That was question number 3, was it not? I wasn't reading that. Oh, you got the same question for both of them?
All right, that's the right one.
Oh, I did it out of order.
Why are you reading off that then? Aren't you reading?
I was reading ahead so that I'd be prepared, and I read too far unprepared. All right, we're gonna go backwards.
It doesn't have to hear it. In.
Question number 3. What is the name of Sarah Palin's daughter who was 17 and pregnant when her mother was running for vice president? That's question 3 for real. Forget about what you saw on the screen.
Right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go on. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And I'm knowing your attention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone and the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul.
Good old AOL Instant Messenger. They should bring it back. Let's do question 4 for real this time. Preterite is synonymous with which tense of a verb? The present, past, or future?
I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure. You a gem, got me blameless, make amends, know you can, I'm out here.
Trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go on. We could go all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night.
Actually, 3 dictionaries. That's not the definition.
Oh, anyone b-boying out there tonight?
B-boy.
We got b-boys in the house. All right, let's do question number 5. In statistics, the lowercase letter n refers to what variable in a study? It's important that it's a lowercase letter n. Oh, this is music right here.
Slipknot.
Sorry, Bev. I know that's your thing. Another question for your mental stimulation. What story in the book of Genesis is meant to explain why there are many different languages in the world? It's a fascinating story. It'd be amazing if it actually was true. Okay, another question. Random question number 7. In sports, type of bet deals with whether or not something will occur that doesn't affect the outcome of the game, like whether or not there will be a streaker. Sports betting. Who wrote this one? Mike? I'm going with Mike. Question number 8. What word could refer to the second most populous city in Wyoming or a mattress in a box company? Maybe they're based there. What? That'd be crazy. Is it purple? Do you think this is Cleo Kelly or Deans who we're listening to sing?
Leo Kelly's made the track.
Deans is ripping the beats. I was saying that sounds a little bit like Ariana Grande. A little bit.
It does.
Maybe it's just a type of song.
Ripped beats, Brian. These are laid beats.
Oh, they laid the
Those
beats?
beats are being laid down. You rip beats,
I'm-
totally different sound. Get it together.
Well, you heard my DJing abilities last week, so it all adds up. Question number 9. In the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, is the slave in the magic mirror male or female? Look, at one of the nicest things about the word genre is that it can be pronounced literally any way you want, or not at all. Question number 10. Who is this a picture of? And we got multiple choice. Is it Randall Park, Kumail Nanjiani, Adam Driver, or David Harbour? It's this guy right here. Who is it? Multiple choice.
Now we go way, way back, as far as way back
Repeat the question.
We're back. We're going to repeat the questions, although they're repeating right now.
Yeah,
It looks like they're already up there. We're going to put them back up there?
Nope.
You're behind.
They were repeating.
They were repeating when it came back up.
Right, but now you're talking as
So-
you. You're not a cat.
I'm not a cat, guys. I promise you I'm a lawyer. No, but my question is, are we going to now repeat the questions?
Yeah, we're gonna repeat the question.
Okay, we're going to repeat. You haven't missed anything. I know it was frozen, and we're going to repeat the questions right now, 2.5 minutes. We apologize for the frozen
You
internet.
are not a lawyer.
I'm a
You
cat.
said you were a lawyer.
I'm a cat.
People are-
Standing by your side, you know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you. Now we go way, way back as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you.
One minute to get your answers in. Less than a minute now. Less than 30 seconds to get your answers in. Ten seconds to get your answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that was it.
The gong was even worse than it was before. All right, folks, your answer should be submitted. You've got a few moments here. If you are like, these guys need better internet, maybe we should throw a couple bucks their way. We would appreciate it. It's what we're going to reset it. We're going to reset the leaderboard. Dale's allowing that. Thank you. Thank you, Dale, for allowing this. You are so kind. Anyhow, the leaderboard's being reset to $2, and you can help us out with Venmo. You can help us out with PayPal. You can help us out with a credit card on the donation tab on QuizNight.live. While you're on QuizNight.live, you can sign up for the raffle. We're giving away a $25 gift card to Beer Belly Deli over there in Westcott. So if you would like to be eligible for that, just put in your name and email address under the raffle tab on QuizNight.live. We will be right back after these messages. All right, everybody, we are back with those answers to round number 2. Question number 1, which of these is the name of the public transportation system in Atlanta, Georgia? The correct answer is the MARTA, the Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit. Regional Transit. So 91% of teams got that right. Question number 2, what rapper's stage name could you spell with the abbreviations of the atomic symbols for sodium and sulfur? They are Na and S, and we were looking for Nas. If you said Lil Nas X, that just shows your generation, I guess, slightly. We accepted it, I think. 97% of teams got one of those. Question number 3. What is the name of Sarah Palin's daughter who was 17 and pregnant when her mother was running for vice president? The correct answer is Bristol Palin. Bristol, and 92% of teams remember that. Question number 4. Preterite is synonymous with which tense of a verb, present, past, or future? The correct answer is the past tense. 82% of teams correctly answered that. In statistics, the lowercase letter n refers to what variable in a study? The correct answer is the sample size. Not the entire population, but the sample size, uppercase N, would be the entire population. 66% of teams got that right. That was our hardest question of round number 2. Question number 6. What biblical story in the book of Genesis is meant to explain why there are many different languages in the world? The correct answer is the Tower of Babel. And that's where the language learning app Babbel gets its name from. 79% of teams correctly answered that. In sports gambling, what type of bet deals with whether or not something will occur that doesn't affect the outcome of the game, like whether there will be a streaker? I guess I'm told this was in the news recently. It is a proposition bet or a side bet. Either one was acceptable. 88% of teams either are gamblers or were watching the news. Or you're just, really smart about things like that. Question number 8. Question number 8. What word could refer to the second most populous city in Wyoming or a mattress in a box company? The correct answer is Casper. And 95% of teams were able to put those two knowledge sets together and come up with the correct answer. Question number 9. In the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, is the slave in the magic mirror male or female? The correct answer is male. 89% of people remember or probably deduced that if it was worthy of a trivia question, it was probably not what you remembered. At least for me, it wasn't. I thought it was a female voice. And question number 10, who was pictured there? The correct answer is Randall Park. And 94% of teams knew their celebrities. All right, scores are posted on the scores tab of quiznight.live. Let's get started with round number 3. Make sure your scribe is on the round 3 tab. And here we go. Question number 1, a long one. The War of the Roses is the common name given to a civil war in England between the House of Lancaster, represented by a red rose, and what other house represented by a white rose? Do you know your English houses? We'll find out when it's revealed to be the hardest question of the round. All right, while you're probably just using your mnemonic for all of the houses of the British royalty, we'll move on to question number 2. Mignonette is a vinegar and herb sauce most typically served with what shellfish? Sometimes pronounced mignonet by people who just
Should not be in the restaurant.
Do you like the McNuggets?
I'll have it with the big nod.
to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no, I'm not. Better let myself give in to love, believe in us, no matter what it does to my heart. Not used to this, no, I'm not. It was like if we were away.
Let's move on to question number 3. Just working on our servers. What comic strip authored by a man named Brooke McEldowney has tropes of unnarrated scenes of ballet or romantic interactions that often make up the day's entire strip? It's really kind of annoying. It's just like this big, long, one picture,
It's a garbage comic strip.
but nicely drawn.
Okay.
It's like this guy phones it in like every...
Not used to this, not prepared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not prepared. It was like if we were to waste these moments, the like poets who made. You getting into my brain. I feel emotionally drained. You getting into my brain. You getting into my brain. You're 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 getting into my brain.
Question number 4. What 70s and 80s era player holds the record for most NBA MVP awards with 6? You see how I abbreviated what was written out there? Time saving.
Getting into my brain. Sometimes I love too hard. Sometimes you go too far. Cool down, my love. Cool down, my love. Yeah.
Question number 5. What animal represents the new year that begins today on the Chinese calendar? Oh my god. I didn't bring my bottle of champagne or my dragon.
Sometimes I wanna give all of me. Sometimes I wanna scream, oh my God, you got me in so much trouble now. Sometimes I just wanna tell you to stop, so you don't go and break my heart. I'm so confused, babe, I just don't know. So now I gotta make up my mind. Do I wanna leave it all behind? I can't let you go so easily. 'Cause baby, we got chemistry. We got something special. But you
Person just let us do this.
Question number 6. In Downton Abbey, a show that we like to ask a lot of questions about on here, the Crawleys have a dog that shares its name with what Egyptian god? That's called getting out ahead of the criticism.
sometimes I wanna scream, oh my God, you got me in so much trouble now. Sometimes I just wanna tell you to stop, so you don't go and break my heart. I'm so confused, babe, I just don't know. So now I gotta make up my mind. Do I wanna leave
I was told to let you know this is not royalty-free music. It's subscription-based music. So these musicians are getting paid something. Question number 7. The sinking of the USS Maine in Havana led to the outbreak of what war? Everyone's got to know their war outbreak trivia. What outbroke this? What broke it out?
Funny how the story goes, little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring the sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. The sun is getting warmer, but when we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. But when we're floating up like helium.
It has to be done on a regular schedule.
Question number 8. In the Lord of the Rings series, what name is given to the race of beings who look like trees? Hint. They're not called trees.
Set me up like lemonade. We both know it's bittersweet.
Treeps.
The sireness will bite your tongue. No one is forever young. No. Listen the rhythm. I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward. It's gonna save you. Never look down, love. Not when we shine so bright. I know the sun is getting warmer, but when we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. But when we're floating up like helium.
Yeah. All right, question number 9. What rom-com is this line from? I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. That was question 9. Nailed it?
Delivery was a trivia Oscar for that one.
I got an Oscar? I'll put it up with my Emmy. Cuomo's Emmy. And last question of the round, question number 10. What company headquarters is pictured here? What company's headquarters is pictured here? What company headquarters? It works both ways. All right, that's enough of that picture. It's time to repeat these questions. You'll have 2.5 minutes to hit submit. Starting now. You have 1 minute to get your answers submitted. Less than a minute now.
Everything's a mess around here.
20 seconds to get your answers in. 10 seconds to get your answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that's so sad. It's as sad as the first one.
Dale, you didn't do your job.
I didn't bring it.
No, we're still watching the thing scroll. All right. We're going to take a quick break.
I thought that was a joke.
It was not a
I thought
joke.
I was joking.
All right. We're going to take our second to last break here of the night. If you want to help us out with a donation, PayPal, Venmo, credit cards, we accept all that. Get your email and name in for the raffle. We're going to be choosing that winner right before we do the final answer. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, everybody, we're back. I'm back. Hopefully you're back. We got your answers to round 3. The War of the Roses is the common name given to a civil war in England between the House of Lancaster, represented by a red rose, and what other house, represented by a white rose? The correct answer is the House of York. 53% of teams got that correct. Mignanet? Oh, Mignonette.
That's how you say it, you classy bastard.
Mignonette is a vinegar and herb sauce most typically served with what shellfish? The correct answer is oyster, and 81% of teams correctly knew that. What comic strip authored by a man named Brooke McEldowney has tropes of unnarrated scenes of ballet or romantic interactions that often make up the day's entire strip? The correct answer is 9 Chickweed or 9 Chickenweed Lane, depending on how hilarious you want to be. That was our hardest question of this round. 42% of teams got that right. It is, in my opinion, one of the worst comic strips. Every time I look at it, I go, are you kidding me?
What is this?
This is the garbage you're getting paid for? I could do this? What 1970s and 80s era player holds the record for most NBA MVP awards with 6? The correct answer is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and 77% of teams got that. What animal represents the new year that begins today on the Chinese calendar? The correct answer is the ox, and that was our easiest question of the round, with 92% of teams correctly answering. In Downton Abbey, the Crawleys have a dog that shares its name with what Egyptian god? The correct answer is Isis, not to be confused with the Islamic group. That 46% of teams got that right. The sinking of the USS Maine in Havana led to the outbreak of what war? The correct answer is the Spanish-American War, and 87% of teams answered that correctly. In the Lord of the Rings series, what name is given to the race of beings who look like trees? The correct answer is Ents. E-N-T-S. 88% of teams answered correctly. Whoa. Almost to the final question there. What iconic rom-com is this line from? I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. I want to bet tonight because I thought this would be an easier question than the fly-by-wire one, and I was right by like 1%.
Correct answer.
64% of teams knew that it was When Harry Met Sally, or at least you guessed right, and I'm happy for that. And the last question, what company's headquarters was pictured there? That was Apple. One Infinity Loop, I believe, is the address. And it's an infinity loop because all loops are. It's the nature of being a loop. All right, scores are posted. You can all wager up to 200 points on one final question. Go to the wager tab, or have your scribe go to the wager tab. Put your wager in. And the category for the final question is scientific research. Wagers. Last call on the raffle. Look at that blue board. It's true. Hashtag real things. All right. The wagers are in. This is it. Final question of the night. I'll read it once. You'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds to submit your answer. And then we'll have the final scores. And we'll have a raffle winner in just a moment. So make sure that your scribe is on the final question tab. We'll have to check out Fun with Friends. They don't seem to have any of their points for round 3. Anyhow, let's get that question up here. Final question. What university hosted Philip Zimbardo's infamous social psychology experiment in 1971, in which some students played the part of guards and others acted as inmates? That is the final question. You have 90 seconds to get your answers submitted. Or maybe more than 90 seconds.
I think
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor,
1 minute to get your answers in. Less than a minute.
history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name out of this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way you're gonna get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People gonna say when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Seconds to get your answers in. You guys got 5 seconds to get your answers in. 3, 2, 1. We got to get that gong back in here. All right, answers should be submitted. We're going to take our last break here to score these. Last call to get your name in the raffle. Last call to help us out with a donation. We'll be right back.
Having a good time and doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be
All right, we are back with the final answer, final scores. Before we get into all that, we've got a raffle winner, Tracy Carr. You get a $25 gift card to Beer Belly Deli. We'll send you an email out about how to get that, but congratulations. The final question was, what university hosted Philip Zimbardo's famous social psychology experiment in 1971, in which some students played the part of guards and others acted as inmates? It was so famous, it was called the Stanford University Prison Experiment? Definitely had the name Stanford in it. Stanford was the correct answer. The scores are posted, and we have one winner tonight. All with a perfect score, our only perfect score. We had a four-way tie or is that a five-way tie? Five-way tie for second place. Fun with Friends, Beer Pressure, Liquid Learning, I Am Not a Cat, and Traveling Wilburys. But thank you all for playing. We hope you had fun. We do this every Friday. As you've seen in our breaks, we do have some events out there in person. So if you are like, you know what, I'm ready, I'm feeling good, we are welcoming you back out there in the wild. But